And so the Commander-in-Chief speaking to his troops at Bagram Air Base in Kabul, Afghanistan, President Obama's very first visit since he assumed the presidency. We don't quit, we will prevail. And the president repeating the goal to disrupt, dismantle, defeat al-Qaeda and the Taliban. And also reiterating why we are there, because in his words, we were viciously attacked on 9/11 by those who operate within the confines of Afghanistan and still do so. The president meeting with Hamid Karzai, the president of Afghanistan, for about 25 to 30 minutes before this speech before the troops. And they talked about governance, merit-based operations, as well as corruption within the Karzai government. Connor Powell is standing by, streaming live from Kabul, Afghanistan. And Connor, talk to us about the president's visit here, a bit of a surprise to everybody.
It was certainly a surprise, and there's been questions and sort of rumblings and some grumblings about when President Obama will actually visit Afghanistan. Since taking office, he sent nearly 60,000 American troops to Afghanistan, but this is his first visit to the country since being elected and since taking office. And there were some questions about this American commitment and when the new American President Obama, would actually arrive. So that sort of answers that question to Afghans and to the international community. You saw in this speech and in this entire event today sort of three themes. The one, the thanking the American troops and the international community for their efforts here, and also, as you said, a restating of why American troops and why the international community is here in Afghanistan. And then also privately, we are told that President Obama delivered a message to President Karzai that it is time for Afghan leaders to step up. It's time for the Afghan government to clean up their act and to play a larger role. And these seem to be sort of the three themes that have come from today's visit. A very short visit, but one where he delivered a message of thanks to the troops and also to the international community, and also a very stern message to Afghan President Hamid Karzai and to the Afghan government, Greg.
All right, Connor Powell streaming live from Kabul, Afghanistan, and there is the Commander-in-Chief surrounded by roughly 2,500 U.S. forces at Bagram Airfield after talks this Sunday in Kabul with Afghan leaders, including the President Hamid Karzai. President Obama telling American forces during this surprise visit that the U.S. lives would be at risk if the Taliban were ever again to retake control of the country. He says that difficult days do indeed lie ahead in this 8-year-old war. He said there will be setbacks, but he vowed that the U.S. does not quit and that the United States, in the end, will prevail. The president telling his counterpart, President Hamid Karzai, and his cabinet, they need to take more responsibility and make more progress in fighting corruption and improving their government. I'm Greg Jarrett. We're going to take a quick break.